What's good, YouTube? It's Nas, and we back with another video. We're up to 300 subscribers, of course. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the last playoff series that I didn't cover that's going to be happening on Saturday before we get to Sunday's videos. And the Clippers versus Nuggets. And this series could get really interesting, meaning that obviously the Clippers have the firepower and the Nuggets have some firepower, I guess, but it just doesn't match up with the Clippers' firepower. I feel like Kawhi Leonard playing his best basketball, closing out the season, going into the playoffs. Like, this is the first time Kawhi is going to be healthy going into the first round in years. So it's exciting to see what Kawhi Leonard is going to do, a fully healthy Kawhi Leonard. Because we obviously know when Kawhi is healthy, he's one of the best players on the planet. And that's a fact. So him being healthy and him helping out the Clippers team with James Harden playing his best basketball is exciting too. But obviously, from the Denver Nuggets standpoint, you got Nikola Jokic, who is an MVP candidate every single year, and he should be the MVP this season if you're going to be honest. But obviously, if Jamal Murray helps out playoff Jamal Murray, if he comes out of his shell against the Clippers, it's going to look like a great series, bro. But there's a lot of factors into this because the Nuggets, obviously, their depth-wise, they're one of the worst teams in the league. Their bench is terrible. Let's just keep it a buck. They are. But if the key role players step up and Michael Porter Jr., if Michael Porter Jr. has some good shooting nights in this playoff series, it could get interesting. And Aaron Gordon, if Aaron Gordon plays good basketball and he locks up, obviously, if he's going to be on Kawhi Leonard, it should be fun. It's going to be a fun series, I feel like. Obviously, I'm forgetting the Clippers, but they have somebody that's supposed to be an all-star. They really have 3 all-stars in their team in Norman Powell. Obviously, Norman Powell stepped up his production huge, obviously, when he said addition by subtraction and Paul George leaving the Clippers. But I don't know, like, who y'all got in this series? Because I feel like it could go either way in this series. This should be, I feel like I was talking about the other series being the most fun series. This should be the most interesting series to see how it goes. Because this matchup isn't like, I'm pretty sure if you would say Nuggets and Clippers playing in the beginning of the season, you'd be like, what? Nah. But obviously the Clippers proved everybody wrong. They went 17-3 to close out the season, and they really look like a championship contender. So obviously, going into the playoffs, they feel like the best basketball when they just beat the Warriors to get the 5th seed or to clinch the 5th seed. So they're feeling great right now. I know they are. So the Nuggets, I don't know, they're just all over the place. I feel like ending the season, obviously they fired Michael Malone, so they don't really have a head coach to cover the playoffs. I feel like they have their assistant head coach, obviously, but it's not Michael Malone. Michael Malone is going to get picked up in the offseason. It doesn't really make sense to me firing him right at the end of the season. But hey, man, if this gives them motivation to win, then so be it, I guess. Obviously, they're going to need Russell Westbrook to step up a slight bit. Like, he's a 6th man, so you can't expect so much out of him, but he can't be as bad as he was when I made a video about him. Like, he can't be that bad. He has to be productive because the Nuggets are going to need some production off the bench with him, Julian Schroeder, Peyton Watson. I believe he's back now, but they're just going to need a lot of help to beat this highly depth Clippers team. And I didn't even talk about Zubac. Zubac should be most likely the favorite for most improved player this season. Zubac has looked like a top 5 center, dare I say top 3 center this season. With his defensive versatility and his offensive ability, it's just fun to watch Zubac this season because Harden and obviously the whole Clippers organization has Zubac scoring. Like, they don't want Zubac just fucking getting the rebound and passing it off or setting screens and not rolling hard to the rim. They want Zubac to go down there and score. And Zubac has obviously been doing that this season. So it should be interesting to see his matchup with Nikola Jokic because obviously Harden and Zubac like to play a lot of pick and roll. And as we all know, Jokic is not a positive defender. So it's interesting to see how Jokic plans to stop Zubac, and obviously Zubac has his jump hook, his awkward ass jump hook. So he has some moves, bro, and he's really been an underrated player throughout his career. Like, I always thought Zubac was good, but this year he's been putting it on full display this season, showing all his skill and all he could do on the basketball floor. But in saying that, he's still gonna have to go stop that juggernaut in Nikola Jokic. And Nikola Jokic, I feel like, could have hit one of his best playoff runs of this season, because obviously there's not really help around him. I feel like it's Jokic and a bunch of role players. I feel like it's crazy that everybody's just saying that Jokic has never played with an all-star when he won his ring, they was hyping him up for winning a ring without an all-star. So now to bring up that point where Jokic has never played with an all-star in his career, it's kind of crazy. But hey, what can you do, man? But I would say, first predictions, I would say I have the Clippers in 7 because of their depth and their firepower they have. But at the same time, you could also see the Nuggets going all the way. So this is why I feel like this could be the most exciting, or not exciting, most interesting series, because this series could really go either way, I feel like, in my opinion, because some of these series in the first round, they obviously have clear-cut favorites, but I feel like in this series, there's really no clear-cut favorite. It's whoever plays the best basketball, and that's what you like to see in the playoffs. The most competitive teams go all out, and this should be fun. Like, obviously, the Clippers really have nothing to lose, because I feel like nobody expected the Clippers to even make the playoffs, and now everybody's going to get in the hype train of the Clippers, calling them a top 3 seed, when obviously, or a top 3 team in the playoffs, when obviously they deserved it from their play over the last couple games, or the closing games of the season. But at the same time, nobody expected them to be here. Like, didn't they predict them to be the 11th or 12th seed, and now they're the top 5 seed, and now everybody's gassing them up, saying they're the best team in LA, best team in the West, or the second best team in the West, if people would say that. Like, come on, bro. But they have nothing to lose, for real. But the Nuggets, I feel like this has really been a weird season for them. At the same time, they fired their GM, they fired their coach. So what exactly are they playing for? Like, obviously the GM has to go get help with Nikola Jokic. He has to go help Nikola Jokic next season. Like, he doesn't have a choice whether he's going to make a trade no matter what. Like, there's no chance in hell the Nuggets don't make a trade in the free agency or the trade deadline to get somebody to pair with Nikola Jokic so they could stop complaining about Jokic not having help. But what do y'all think about this series? Who do y'all got, the Clippers or the Nuggets? Let me know down below. Subscribe. I hope you enjoyed. What's good, y'all? If y'all like this video, hit the like button and subscribe. Posting daily, almost every day or every day. And there's a video on the left or in the video on the right. If you haven't watched that one already, click it. It might be good.